Kingsley Chinda, I represent Obiakpor Federal Constituency. I'm an Ikwere man from Rivers State. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, very sincerely, our country ought to still be in a mourning mood. In fact, all of us in government and governance ought to be mourning the loss of Nigerians from January up till date. If we consider that the primary purpose of government is security of lives and property, I think the question we should be asking ourselves is how well have we carried out this primary purpose? We're talking about a situation where those who are supposed to enforce law are even making public utterances that is provocative and could even fuel the situation, the very dicey situation that we find ourselves in. Mr. Speaker, let me just say that I support this motion completely and totally. And again, let me remind us, the problem we have is lack of rule of law. We cannot be crying for peace. We cannot be talking about development when injustice abounds. The same law can apply in community A, but in community B, it will not apply. The people of Benue are crying today. Tomorrow, another state will cry. The governor, of course, God will not forbid. It is for us to forestall it. If we fail to take proper steps, it will continue to happen. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, and indeed Nigerians, if I may ask, what is the position of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? He had a meeting with the people of Benue. What was the outcome of that meeting? We are aware of the outcome of that meeting. What did he say? What did he tell them? It's the same thing, Mr. Speaker. It's the body language of Mr. President that others will follow. Let us make bold to tell ourselves the truth. Because if we keep pampering these things, it will continue. There's an adage in my place that when you see a corpse, because you're not related to that corpse, you don't have the feeling. We're talking about 70-something Nigerians. How will the international community be looking at this country? And we are legislators. It is our role to represent these people, including those that were killed. They have representatives here. And we ought to take proactive steps. Mr. Speaker, we need to wake up. No doubt, I will say it, that even the prayers of this motion, the Inspector General will sit on it and will not obey it. But we make bold to take that decision. Let him continue to disobey the instructions of Parliament. I will urge you, my dear colleagues, that we are not talking about any individual. We are talking about the future of this country. And that is why we are elected. Our interest should be the interest of Nigeria first, over and above our personal relationship with anybody. And there is nobody, not even the president of this country or any one of us here seated, that is bigger than the entire Nigeria. And so Nigeria should be put first. When we have this kind of crisis, we behave as if all is normal. That's why I said that we should be in a mourning mood. Those of us that are supposed to enforce the law, that failed to enforce the law, that led to the death of these Nigerians, should show remorse. But what is the body language of the law enforcement agencies? How can the Inspector General be talking about laws if they feel that the laws are bad? Our laws have also provided solution to that. They should go to court to nullify such laws and not to be making utterances that will give those who are supposed to obey the law impunity to disobey the law and continue to cause crisis in society. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, this is a wake-up call. Like I have said, it is Benue today. We don't know where it will be tomorrow. Kanu has their own problem. Some of our citizens cannot go home. Why? The Inspector General advised that they should not go home. This is a democracy, for Christ's sake. How long can we continue to condone this? We're also approaching the elections. If we do nothing, and this country boils and goes into crisis, and we continue to lose souls, all of us will be held responsible because we are representatives of the people. So I think we should speak up. We should speak out. We should take decisions and positions in the interest of the entire Nigerian populace to salvage our country. I urge you to support this motion and in fact tighten the prayers further. Thank you, sir.